There's crap here. Alright. Hello, it's 07FI123 here, and I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to set up any Minecraft server. Yay. Anyway, so here I've got myself my desktop with random stuff on it. Just don't mind that. What we really want to focus on is this and some other stuff that I'm going to be downloading. Okay, first off, to recap, I did a video about this, but it was in terrible resolution. Hopefully this is 10 times better, and I'm hoping, yeah, it's just 10 times better. But anyway, I'm hoping this is 10 times better. We're going to see how this goes. I'm looking at the stream just to see how HD it is, which it is. It's pretty HD, and I'm fairly happy with that. So, yeah, let's go do this. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to open up your internet browser. So I've got Internet Explorer, so let's open that up, right? All right. Oh, look, that's cool, Google Doodle. All right, so we're going to want to go into Bukkit. Just Google Bukkit. There you go. All right, so we're going to the Bukkit forums. Usually it's the first one that pops up right here. If you need the URL, it's up there, http://bukkit.org. Now, important note, I'm one of those people who says Hamachi is stupid, and it's stupid for a good reason, and that is that usually most people can run a Minecraft server if they just if they do a little work. It's not hard, and Bukkit is the server of choice for most server owners today. Now, the thing about Bukkit that's important to know is that it has plugins, which have your all nice, your nice chat commands, some, if you've ever been on servers who have like gun mods and stuff, that's what they use. They use Bukkit. So if you ever want to start a public server, or just want something that's fairly stable and you can mod if you want to, I just use Bukkit because it's updated regularly, it has a lot of features, and if you're doing, unless you're doing survival map, which I will get to later. Alright. But for now, what you want to do is, I'm sorry, I just went to the Bukkit forums. I need to go to http://dl/download.bukkit.org. We go, oh, alright, I screwed up there. Alright, there we go. So, Bukkit can hold everything. I wish it was, why is this pink? Never mind that. It's pink. I'm not anything other than a man. But we go to alternate versions, because usually, here's your Minecraft version, which your Minecraft version currently is 1.5.1, and their current beta build, which is basically the most updated build. Now you'll see recommended build, beta build, and development build. Usually want, if you can, if the version's updated, you want the beta build or the recommended build, because Bukkit tests these builds. They, if they test them, the developers use them for plugins, so they're your best bet. If you can get a beta build or a recommended build for your version of Minecraft that you want, that's fabulous. You want that. Obviously, they have the nice color-coded red, orange, and green. Green being the best, or yellow being okay, and then red you just don't want to use unless you have to. And I've done that before. I've used beta builds before. I mean, development builds before. Now we're going to click on the beta build, and we're going to save it, and we're going to just close out, well, no. Yeah, we're just going to close out of our browser window. So there we go. We have, it's downloading. It's going to take 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and it's running security scan, and that'll take about 2 seconds. But yeah, so now we will navigate to our downloads, and yeah, we now have our CraftBukkit -1.5.1-RO.2. That is crucial that you know what it is, so the file, that you have the updated version. This gibberish on the end, eventually we're going to have to just chop off. So I'm going to just delete this one. This is what a Bukkit should. I'm going to say this is what a Bukkit server should look like by the time you're done with this tutorial. Yeah, I'll go through that. So let's make a new folder. Let's call it Minecraft awesome server. Yeah, awesome server. So then what you do is you just drag in craft bucket, the numbers and whatever it is into there. You close out your downloads, you're good. Alright, here's the tough part. If you're on Windows or Mac or Linux, this will all be different for you. I'll go through them step by step. But first, since I'm on Windows right now, and I will be for the rest of this video, we're going to see how to do Windows. So let's go to Bucket. Go to the Bucket forms again. And go to, you want to go to Get Craft Bucket. Alright. Now this is extremely helpful, and if you fail or struggle with this without this tutorial, this will help you extremely. This is just basically how to set up a server, setting up a server obviously. But yeah, it's basically what you need for your server. Now, they have some preliminary notes here. You really don't need to worry about those. And like I said, the Bucket server is intended as a complete replacement for the official Minecraft server. Download from Minecraft.net is normally ran on the same or single computer. However, it's possible to copy world data from Minecraft server into your Bucket folders to continue use of your previous game. And yes, that is absolutely amazing. So if you have a single player world that you want to play in a server, you can copy that and throw it into your folder, and it will say, "Yay, let's play this world!" And it does the Mickey Mouse voice and is so happy. Alright, so download Craft Bucket's latest recommended build. We already did that. We got it. It was actually a beta build, but it was the only, it was the version of Minecraft we wanted. That's the important thing. You want to have the version of Minecraft, and then you want to check if it's a beta build or recommended build, and whatever. If they have a recommended build of your version of Minecraft, that's great. But if they don't, use a beta build. It will work just about the same, unless you're using a plethora of plugins. You might be worried, but especially ones that are out of date. I'll get to that later, but. So, we have this little bit of code. Yay! It is just a tiny, tiny little bit of code that you need to run a server. It's just that simple. Alright, so we're going to copy this code right here, and we're going to put it into a run.bat folder. So, let's go into Awesome Minecraft Server. We're going to make a new text document. We're going to call it just run for now. Alright, so we're going to paste that code in there. Now we're going to file save as. I'm going to save it as. Now this is important. You don't want it to save the file type as a .text. You want it to save it as all files. So basically what that will allow you to do is type in the .bat on the end. There you go. Alright, so now we have this one right here, a Windows batch file, which will allow you to run your server. Now wait, let's go back to the code and look at it, because you know that, oh, well, that's odd. Yeah, okay, so we see our code here. Now the importance of this code is as followed. So basically what it tells you is Java, how much memory you want when you start, how much memory you want maximum, and then what you want it to point to, and that would be your craftbucket.jar. But wait, our craftbucket.jar has a bunch of random letters and numbers on it. How is that going to work, you say, Austin? I say I don't know how it's going to work. So let's try this. Awesome server pause. Unable to access jar file craftbucket.jar. Press any key to continue. Well, that means that basically what has gone on is that the server says, oh, well, the little shell script says, well, I can't find a file labeled craftbucket.jar, and you're like, well, there's a craftbucket.jar /1.5 point something or other. Why are you running it? It's because you have to have the file name is exactly as this line here. So I can name this, I don't know, and change this to, and it will work. Now, obviously, I didn't save the run file as that, so let's change it back. Okay, cool. So it's now CraftBucket. So hopefully, when we click, I do not want to save changes because I'm good. So when we click the run.bat, we can click it, and it should start working. And yes, it does. There we go. Your server is running. Now, here's the important thing to know. And I was messing with this on a friend's computer, and I was wondering, I'm like, why can't I make a server? This is weird. Here's what you need to do. If you can run Minecraft, usually, most likely, you can run a server. Because Minecraft is basically, single-player Minecraft is basically an internal server that you're running. Now, if it seems that you somehow cannot get this thing, or you get errors, you've tried everything, you don't know what's going on, this is what you need to do. You need to go down into your Internet Explorer again, and you need to go to java.com. Java.com. And you need to go to the download, and you need to go to see all Java downloads down here. I don't think you can see that. See all Java downloads down here, right? So you click on that one, and you choose your operating system that you need. Now, since I have a 64-bit computer, Windows 64-bit, I'd click on that and install it there. If you had a Windows 32-bit, which you can find in other things, most newer computers today are 64-bit computers. Basically, if you've bought a computer that's not total crap, not total crap in the last 2 years, it's probably 64-bit. Now, if your computer's older than 2 years, it's a good chance that you have a 32-bit computer. So make sure you know which one you're downloading and which you're not. You can find that in, hold on, let's go here. You can find that in your control panel. See, I'm using Windows 8, so it's a little interesting to get to the control panel. You can just go to System and Security and System, and it should tell you right there if it's a 64-bit operating system. So it's a 64-bit operating system. That I'm glad for. Alright. So I would download that if for some random reason my server is not working. But my server is working. So that is amazing. We have the server working. It is working, and it says, warning, cannot keep up system time changes. Don't worry about that. It's just being herpy-derpy. Alright. So we're going to log on. I'll log on to Minecraft. Oh, and I'm using a texture pack, aren't I? So multiplayer, add server, local host. So when you run a computer on the same machine you're running Minecraft, you're going to have to use localhost. And I'll get to how you can make it public in a bit. But just to demonstrate, and you see the console window is like, oh yeah, 070F, logged onto the server. And I did. Look, I can punch trees and stuff, and we're all happy, and I can break stuff. Yeah, it's great. And dogs are barking, and that's amazing. Yeah. But you can learn more about how the Minecraft server works in other deals. But this window right here is your friend, because you can do all kinds of things with it. Like you can stop the server, blah blah blah. I didn't know there was an optional reason. Anyway, but it can you can basically do a lot of nice things with this, and especially when you start adding plugins, and that's what I'm going to go into next. So we're stopping the server, and it stopped. It's done. We basically stopped the server, so it wasn't going to kill everything. Alright, so in the server file, we're going to go through this really quick, and then I'm going to tell you guys how to port your server, which will be extremely amazing. Actually, no. I need to go through how to get Linux users. You're probably going to yell at me. Oh, Windows. Yeah, you go on Windows because Windows is amazing. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually running this operating system on a Mac, so, Macs are badass. If you don't think they're not badass, that right there. If you have a Windows PC and you can't run that, I'm sorry, a Mac just killed you. I can run that on high with no lag. It's great. Anyway, we're going to go down to, I'm going to go to the Internet Explorer and go back to that one thing. Where were we? We were at, there we are, Bukkit forums. Alright, so we go to Craft Bukkit. Get Craft Bukkit. Alright, so you'll scroll down noticing that, oh wait, there's Linux down here. Sweet! Alright. So there are some interesting things you can do with Linux. Basically, you can just follow these instructions. It's basically the same thing, except there is one thing you have to do for Linux and Mac that is important. It is very important. All right. There are different ways to, in Linux, there's a different file type called shell, sh. So you're going to need to make sure that you have... you're going to have to execute it in a specific way. I'd love to show you, but I can't because I'm on a Mac. I mean, I'm on a I'm on a Windows machine, and I cannot show you in Terminal. I wish I could, but I cannot. Basically, what you want to do is to make the file executable. You basically just do what exactly I did, and then there's an extra step. So you go into your Notepad, text editor, or whatever you use on your Mac or Linux machine, and you just copy this down for your Linux, like Ubuntu or something. I personally use Linux, and actually just this line, if you just copy this line in there, it should work. It should just go and work limitedly, but it will still work. Same thing with Mac. Since it's a Unix kernel, it's basically the same thing. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make some other. You're going to have to download some files and stuff. You need to get text editor, copy all this in there, and then you're going to have to run some things. In Linux and Mac, the file extension is different. Like in Mac, it is .command. In Linux, it is .sh. So, it's very lovely. I love it.
Thank you for letting me in, Austin.
My sister's annoying. Excuse her, because she's obnoxious and loud.
No, excuse him.
See, you know, people in middle school, they always think they're the most important people. It's lovely. Now, you would just, it's very simple how to do it, except for the last thing. I'm going to try to demonstrate here on how to do it, but it might not be very awesome. So, let's make I still have the run thing in here. So what we could do is we're going to, let's just do it for Mac OS X, since some of you might not be using Linux, but it's basically the same process except for one command. And it's basically fairly simple. So we're going to save this as, we're going to save it as all files, a run.command. So we'll save it as a run.command. And Windows will be like, what the heck is this? And it will be like, I don't know what's going on. So that's what it will do. And then we're going to open up, we would be opening up then, where is it? Command prompt. And if I was a Windows user, a Linux user, it would be terminal, but since I'm using this, it's command prompt. Use terminal because it's basically the same thing. Whatever. Alright, so you would type in for Mac, you would type in chmod plus a plus x. Now, if you were using Linux, it would be just plus x. Basically, what this does is it gives that file, this run command file, or run.sh file, if you were using Linux. It will basically give it privileges to access this file, when Windows just allows it to access it regardless. I don't know if that's a security feature, but hey. I think it might be. So what you do is you drag this in there, and it would then highlight it, and you would then enter. But since chmod is not an internal or external command, The program could not, whatever. But that's basically what you do. You just type in that simple stuff, chmod, a plus x, and then you would, it would make that file excusable, and then you could go in and right-click the server. Now, why you ask to drag in the file? Well, basically, the terminal needs to know where this file is located in the computer. So it's just it's just a way to tell the system what is excusable and what is not. But that's how you do it. It's not going to work because I'm on Windows, but if you need anything else, that's just one thing. What? I don't know. I'm going to go with that later. But yeah, that's how you do it. It's pretty simple. That's about it. When you are now, okay, since I've done all that, now what we need to go do is, so we have our server, we can log on to it, but now we want our friends to log on to it, right? Yeah, we want to have some friends. That's right. My gosh, man. We want friends. All right. So what you need to do is go to this. This is very tedious, and it always happens. So port forward. Portforward.com. This is your best friend. All right. So if any of you have a router or a internet provider who has, and I know these are internet provider who has the modem and then it has Wi-Fi enabled, so basically it acts as a router as well. I was fortunate to have a router that actually works and gives a crap. Okay, so basically what you want to go down to is you want to go to your port forwarding guides. So we go there. Port forwarding guides. Sweet. Alright, so then we have to find our... Oh, this random stuff. So we need to find our router manufacturer. So I currently have a D-Link router. D-Link. So there we go. We found it in the D's. I don't care about your port forwarding crap. So I have a D5... hold on, let me check. Let's check here. So what router do I want? So what router do I have? A DR-615. Alright, so we know our router now. And usually this will be on the top, bottom, or forward of the router. I wish I could show you. A DR... What was it now? DR-615. So it's 615. There it is! 615. Sweet. Alright. Now what do I want to port forward for the... Does it... If you do not see the program you ports forward, please... okay. So, now we go down, and we need to go down to M, because we're looking for Minecraft. So go down, Minecraft, where is it? Minecraft server! Aha, my friends. Now this will work for any Minecraft server. Alright. Now, we have to log on to the D-Link router. Logging on. Okay, so this will basically just give you a really good guide on how to port forward on the specific routers. And this will allow you to have more people on your routers. Usually how it goes is you go to, you log into your router with your Wi-Fi password or a password that's on the bottom of the router. It depends on the manufacturer. And this is where it gets sticky for you guys, and I know because I've tried to walk people through this, and it's really difficult. There's no real way I can show you exactly how to do it, but portforward.com, go there. And if not, what you can do if they're not on there, just go to Google. Let's go back to Google. Come on now. Go back to Google. Google! Okay. So just type in your router. So I have a D615 port forward. And I spelled that terribly wrong. But look, there's all these YouTube videos on how to port forward from a DL router. So, That is great. If you have a Cisco router or anything like that, you should be fine, no problem finding guides on how to port forward. Like I said before, companies will be sometimes have like AT&T or internet providers will have a Wi-Fi thing for your router, Wi-Fi modem that will basically be your router and your internet modem at the same time. Those you're going to have to play with, and they might or might not have guides on how to use them. I've done it before with some people. But as long as you can figure out how to use this, you're good. Also, I want to point out that for Mac and Linux, for Mac users, you get a break from this. Mac users, you're lucky. Because this is a cheap way to do it. This is a really cheap way to do it. What you just do is you would Google port map and you click on the landlubbers. For landlubbers, it basically what it will allow you to do is it will let you set up a a Minecraft server in just basically the way to port forward if you have a UNDP router. It's really useful. I bet you Mac users you can find, PC and Linux users, I bet you could find one that works just for you. But I suggest doing it through the router because through the router you get better results. Especially for Minecraft because Minecraft is just more dependent. See, look, how to port map a Minecraft server, port map and no IP. There's many ways to do it, but if you're just going to do it with a couple friends, just a couple friends on your server, this is the way to do it. No Hamachi. Hamachi's bad because I've known a couple people who have gotten infected with viruses from Hamachi. Don't use Hamachi because there's all kinds of different kinds of Hamachi, and Hamachi, hacha, ha ha, will kill you. Yeah, this is all free. It's all good. It's used by everybody around the world. This is the standard. This is the internet standard for internet standard. The industry standard for Minecraft servers is Bukkit, and I suggest you use it because it is just fabulous, and I've been using it for about a year, and it's perfect for any need. Now, I want to also point out that with the advent of the new command blocks in Minecraft, we have some things that need to be cleared up about command blocks. Currently in Bukkit 1.5.1, those are disabled. So any adventure maps by Hypixel or anything that require a command block, you're going to have to go to the Mojang website and download a Minecraft server.jar. Basically, this will work the same way as a Bukkit server, because really, in all reality, Minecraft server.jar is basically, Bukkit is just basically a mod of, oh, and I just opened it in my, okay, now it's running. Great! I just opened it. And with the Minecraft server, instead of a Bukkit server, it's even easier to start up. So, if you decide to use a Minecraft server, use this one, because it's a lot better. If you just want a small one. Because what you can do is you can just open it up, double-click it, and it runs, and it's great, and you're all happy and dandy, and your friends are going to be like, oh my god, my friend has a Minecraft server, holy crap, it's amazing! And you guys can go on adventures together. Yeah, if you figure that out, you're set. Minecraft servers are not meant to be hard, unlike web servers, which are terribly hard and never even try to set one up. Oh, they're horrible. Anyway, but that's been this, and I think I'd let you guys off with awesome video with awesome graphics. I'm just loving the fact that these graphics have been amazing. Anyway, I'm 07FI, and that just happened.